Hi there and welcome to my channel. As you know, I'm not just illustrating, I also do a lot of drawing. Yesterday I went home on my bike and I was just over the moon because I had been to Croquis for the very first time in 3 years. 3 years. Last time I tried to go to Croquis, it was all during lockdown, so no Croquis. But yesterday I finally managed to get out the door and go to some Croquis. So I thought I'd share with you some drawings from a Croquis session there. This first spread here was 45 seconds pose, and I could really feel that I was rusty. So here I just had to get some time to get into it. Here you can see even more rusty. And then we got into a 2 minutes pose. I've been using pencil and a brown pastel. You can tell I've been trying to mark kind of the bone structure somewhere, the knee, ankle, hip bone here. This one, another 2 minutes. And if you're curious about the material, this was actually drawn with these kids crayons here. It must have been a black one I used. So they're very good to make a silhouette line, and then after that you can build up with some tone. Quite fast, you can kind of switch silhouette line and then tone. So very handy. And see, here we come to some of those that I'm really proud of, where you can tell I've also been warmed up. And Croquis is not about drawing everything perfectly from the beginning. It's more about capturing the gesture real quick, because when you only have 2 minutes, you have to decide what to draw and you have to be quick. So just capturing the essence, kind of the dynamic line of action, and just kind of give a hint of some of the features of the body. That's, if you can manage that, then you're doing a good job. And don't focus on drawing the portrait or going into specific details. Well, you can do that, but then you'll only be doing that and not capturing the whole figure. This one was also quite good, I think. This one, I don't know if you have trouble seeing the pose here. It would be interesting to know if you, because it is quite abstract. But I like Croquis when it's kind of abstract. So you just have the feeling of movement. Here you can tell I've been using the negative space to build up the positive space. This is also a way. I've made some videos about how you can approach Croquis. If you've never tried it before, I promise you it's really fun and challenging. But the reason that I do Croquis and draw from observation generally is because it teaches you a lot about depth and how to make convincing characters that seem grounded and like physical beings. And even though they are funny, weird characters, such as in my universe, I still draw on that knowledge of Croquis and observational drawing, in terms of rendering, in terms of weight and distribution, anatomy, all that, simply to make them convincing. So without Croquis, I don't think I would be able to work in the same way, I believe. This one was a 5 minutes. Don't really think that turned out too well. Back to 45 seconds. And in this one, the teacher told us to try to draw only using straight lines, which was also a really good exercise. Makes you aware that sometimes the body really has some very straight lines, and then you can kind of, it's easier for the eye to see where it curves. One more here. 1 minute. And this was the last one. 5 minutes. So yeah, if you've never tried Croquis before, I think my advice would be to start out with marking the bottom and the top of the model, and then focus on seeing the line of action in the figure, the general line. And then from there, if you have some time, you can start modeling the larger shapes, such as on the stomach, on the breasts, if it's a female, the neck muscle, maybe the shoulder, knee, like this. And that's, if you can capture all that in 5 minutes, it's really good. But yeah, please check out my videos on how to draw Croquis, and you're also welcome to write in the comments what are your favorite exercises or approaches when drawing Croquis. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and until next time, have fun drawing.